Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the new chapter of this book. The name of the chapter is Metals and Non-Metals. This chapter is from chemistry. On the basis of their general properties, elements are divided into two classes. First is metals and second is non-metal. More than 119 elements are known today. Children, you correct. There is 110 elements, but now 119 are right. So more than 119 elements are known today. Of these, 24 are non-metals and rest are metals. Today we will discuss the physical properties of metals and non-metals. So first is physical properties. What are physical properties? We generally look for a metal when we need a strong material because metal are in general hard and strong. Some examples of metals are potassium, and the symbol of potassium is K. Calcium, the symbol of calcium is Ca. Sodium, the symbol of sodium is Na. Magnesium, symbol of magnesium is Mg. Aluminium, symbol of aluminium is Al. Iron, symbol of iron is Fe. Zinc, symbol of zinc is Zn. Tin, symbol of tin is Sn. Copper, symbol of copper is Cu. Mercury, symbol of mercury is Hg. Silver, symbol of silver is Ag. Gold, the symbol of gold is Au. And platinum, the symbol of platinum is Pt. Now we will discuss the physical properties of some metals. Metals have general physical properties. First is they are generally hard, strong, solid like aluminium, iron, zinc, tin and copper. They are strong because they enough to bear heavy loads. That is, they have a high tensile strength. Example, cranes are used to lift heavy loads. But there are some exceptions in this. Sodium and potassium are soft solids which can be cut with the help of a knife. And mercury is a liquid under ordinary condition. Second is metals have a shiny surface. They are lustrous and known as metallic luster. Like aluminium, iron, zinc, copper, silver and gold, they are all lustrous metals. Such metals can be polished too. Third is metals are sonorous. The meaning of sonorous is when we struck with the help of hammer, they produce a sound called a metallic sound or metallic clink. Like recall the ringing of a bell or clink the coins. Next, metals are malleable. The meaning of malleable is they can be beaten or rolled into sheets. Aluminium, iron, copper or silver can be beaten or rolled into thin sheets. Common example are the silver foil used to decorate sweets and aluminium foil used to pack food stuff. Next is metals are ductile. That means they are flexible and can be drawn into wires. Like iron, aluminium, copper, silver and gold can be easily drawn into wires. Can you draw a wire from a piece of wood or coal? No, because wood and coal are brittle, they are not flexible. The meaning of brittle is when we beat it with the help of hammer, it breaks down. The next property is metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. That is, they allow heat to pass through easily. Due to this property, we use metal utensil in kitchen. Heat supplied at one place of the utensil is conducted all over it. We cannot use a frying pan made of, say, cardboard because it is a bad conductor of heat. When placed over fire, cardboard does not distribute the heat all over the plate and instead it will start burning due to localized heat. Next is metals are good conductor of electricity, that is they allow an electric current to pass through them easily. That's why electricity is transmitted from one point to another through metal wires like those of copper or aluminium. Silver is the best conductor of electricity. The next best is copper and then aluminium. We cannot use nylon or jute ropes for electrical transmission because they are bad conductor of electricity. Children, now we will discuss the physical properties of non-metals. It contrasts to metals. Non-metal are not known for strength because they are lustreless, means they do not have any shiny surface except graphite and iodine. Second, they are brittle if solid, means they break into pieces. Next, bad conductor of heat, bad conductor of electricity except graphite. They are non-sonorous, means they do not produce a metallic clink. Of the 24 non-metals known today, 12 are solid like carbon, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur and iodine. 1 is a liquid, bromine, and 11 are gases. They are hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, helium, neon, argon under ordinary condition. Children, here we see a activity in this. Graphite is the good conductor of electricity, but it is a non-metal. In this, we use an electric circuit of the type we can easily test whether or not something conduct electricity. The bulb will glow when the test material is metallic like a key, but not when it is non-metallic like a block of wood. In this, sharpen a small pencil at both ends and connect the two necked end of the lead to the circuit. The bulb will glow, showing that the lead of pencil conduct electricity. The lead of a pencil is made up of a mixture of clay and graphite is a form of carbon and it is a good conductor of electricity. If we repeat this activity with a piece of sulfur in place of pencil, the bulb will not glow because sulfur does not conduct electricity as it is a bad conductor of electricity. Okay children, now we will discuss the questions regarding this video. Yes children, first is question number 1. Name any 10 metals. The answer of this question is on page number 57. Here 10 metals are potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, iron, zinc, tin, copper, mercury, silver, gold and platinum. Children, you will write the symbols also in the bracket. Now come to the next question. Question number 2. Metals have a high tensile strength. Explain. Also give one example of how this property of metal is used. First we take from question. Metal have a high tensile strength as, and come to page number 57. Here they are strong enough to bear heavy loads and they have a high tensile strength. Example, crane are used to lift heavy loads. Now come to next question. Question number 3. Why can't you first draw wires from a piece of wood or coal? Answer is on page number 58. Because wood and coal are brittle, not flexible. Now come to the B part of this question. Use nylon or jute ropes for electrical transmission. Again answer is on page number 58. Nylon and jute are bad conductor of electricity. And the C part of this question. Use a cooking utensil made of cardboard. The answer is cardboard is not good conductor of heat. Come to question number 4. Name 5 non-metals which are gaseous at ordinary temperature. The answer of this question is on page number 58. They are hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine and helium. You will write all the symbols of these non-metals. Now question number 5. Name 2 metals which react vigorously even with cold water. The answer is sodium and potassium are the metals which react vigorously even with cold water. And the B part of this question. Name one metal which if ignited continues to burn in steam. The answer is magnesium is the metal which if ignited continues to burn in steam. Now come to B part. Question number 1. Mention 5 physical properties of metals. The answer is on page number 57 and 58. First point is metals have high tensile strength. Second is they have a highly shiny surface. Third, metals are sonorous. Fourth, metals are malleable. And the fifth is metals are ductile. Children, you will write examples of all these metals in this question. Now, the next question is question number 2. What are the physical properties of non-metal? The answer is again on page number 58. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the physical properties of non-metal. Now come to the C part. Describe an activity to show that the lead of a pencil conduct electricity but a piece of sulfur does not. The answer of this question is on page number 58. This activity. The very first point is sharpen a small pencil at both ends. Second point, connect the two necked end of the lead to the circuit. Third point, the bulb will glow showing that the lead of the pencil conduct electricity. Fourth point, graphite, a form of carbon, is a good conductor of electricity. Fifth point, repeat this activity with a piece of sulfur in place of pencil. Last point, the bulb will not glow, that is showing sulfur does not conduct electricity as it is a bad conductor of electricity. Okay children, do all the question very neatly in your notebook. Goodbye everyone.